This is the last episode.
The music's always so loud in my headphones, and so I gotta turn it down before it blows me away. It sounds way quieter in the actual podcast. Like I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it up. Who knows? Hey guys, man, woman,
child,
dog.
I'm trying to remember the fucking song. What is it? Man, woman, child, love, Providence. What the fuck is it?
What is this?
It's an old hip hop collaboration album called Deep Puddle Dynamics.
Oh,
And there's a hook where it's just them shouting phrases like back and forth for 30 seconds, and I love it to death.
cool.
Because it becomes a chant, and they just end up like yelling it louder and louder, and I love it. Where it's a where they go like music, love, and then they just keep like going like up and up in a register. I'm like, oh, I love this. This is great. Because that whole album was written in like 3 weeks, and it's awesome.
I was about to like blast into the mic, but then I didn't.
Blast what?
My cough,
Your coof?
my coof, my cog.
What language are you even speaking right now?
English, but badly.
What dialects? What region?
That one.
That part.
Middle California.
That cursed, that dark territory.
What do they call? What was Central California?
Yeah,
is that
Central,
a thing?
it's just called Central California.
Yeah, that's
all
a
it
thing.
is.
Yeah.
I have family who lives up there, and I hate driving up there because you drive by a lot of stinky cows.
Yeah.
I like cows, but they stinky when they're all together.
I have no feelings towards cows.
Not even like delicious.
I mean, I'll eat a cow. I eat cow. They're good. They taste great.
So when you think of a cow, it's just like white noise.
Yeah, like it's more like pink noise.
What about a chicken then?
What about it?
Let me hear your thoughts on farm animals. How about a goat? What do you think of when you think of a goat?
You know how Maximum Fun now has like a podcast about farm animals?
Yeah, of course
Like,
they do.
That's a real thing.
I missed that news, but sure, I believe you 1,000%.
It's not even. I say that like it's a new thing, but this is like 2 years old. At this
Wait,
point.
is it the dairy one?
Yeah.
Okay. I still haven't listened to that one.
No one has. You know what? I bet
I feel
a
like
lot.
everyone has, but no one has.
I bet a lot of people has. 0 people talk about it.
Yeah, it's just like it's good and it's hard to describe. That's all I know about it.
You know what?
People that go, I like it. I can't describe it.
You know what I miss about chickens? So on the podcast.
Wait, like the food or like a chicken?
No, like the topic, the general topic,
The conversation around chicken in America.
the existential concept of chicken.
Yeah. What does it mean to be a chicken?
No.
Can it exist without religion?
On the Oh, did I talk about the Chris Reagan's tweet? I think it was
No.
that
didn't hear this
I hope
tweet.
the next religion has Battle Royale. Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
And then-
I thought this week got really big. I remember that one.
and then Jonan Vasquez, the creator of Invader Zim,
Yeah.
tweeted out what was it like? I now identify as a Battle Royale mode.
The only legitimately funny Battle Royale joke I've seen, it came from 4chan. It was like a screenshotted post where it was Battle Royale, but instead of the map getting bigger, the players get bigger. That's still been my favorite joke of all. I actually would love to play that.
Dude, okay, there's actually a game though, like that's coming out on the Switch.
Yeah, but that game looks like ass.
It does look like
And it's like
absolute
it's like
garbage.
8 players. It's not what I mean. Like I want like the
I know.
want the PUBG that big map, but they just all get really fucking big. Like their models clip through buildings and stuff. I want that.
That doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
I'd play it for like a day
I'd play that, and yeah, I'd play that.
and then never think about it ever again.
So there's a podcast called Dynamic Banter.
That's not us, by the way.
It's not us. This is the last
You didn't
episode.
tune into the wrong podcast feed, which you can do if you listen to a lot of podcasts.
This is the last episode podcast, but a podcast, Dynamic Banter, a podcast I talk about a lot. It's my favorite podcast. They used to have this segment called where they would go to this website called Backyard Chickens Forum.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot talking about chickens.
Yeah. And me too, almost. So yeah, the Backyard Chickens forums, and they would read topics from the Backyard Chickens.
So is it
forum.
just like a place for people who raise chickens, like a forum for them?
Yeah, and it was real fun.
Because it's just you're picking into a whole new world that is not what you live in.
Yeah, it was very strange.
It was like that time I had this surreal moment a couple years ago. Because where I get my haircut is in like a kind of farmer area.
Okay.
And
You
because
get your
it's
haircut by a
because
chicken.
it's the cable, just the cable is wherever you're at. And I was in the barber shop just getting my hair cut.
Mhm.
And I was not aware. It's known now as like a haha, even though it's not really like a joke, of like farmers singlefarmers.com or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, of course that would be a thing.
Yeah.
But I never just registered in my brain. Oh wait, yeah, farmers have internet now. What am I thinking? It's like the 21st century. Of course they do.
Yeah.
And how else are they gonna meet? They're busy farming all day. That's not even joking. They're busy literally farming all day.
Yeah.
They wake up at 5, farm from like 7 till 4 or whatever, and then they eat and pass out because they work all day.
Yeah, and while they're maybe going to sleep, they'll check out Backyard Chicken Farm.
Yeah, while they're watching their, I don't know what they watch.
What do they watch?
Modern Family, I guess.
Jurassic World 2.
Yeah, again, from their DVD that they bought at the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's in town. I don't know any farmers in America, personally.
I know people who own chickens. I know a couple people who own chickens.
People in my neyborhood own chickens.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They used to own horses.
I know where you live. That makes sense.
Somebody used to own horses, and they were cool. They just walk horses around my neighborhood.
Guys, Me Gay Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2 came out on Switch finally. You know that game that we've been talking about forever?
Mm-hmm.
It came out. I got it.
It's shitty because it doesn't have Mega Man Soccer in it, so it's not even worth buying. No Mega Man Soccer, no buy.
Doesn't have what's that FPS fan-made game that someone made that's actually really good?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the canceled one that I cry about every night.
No, there's a fan-made one that's really good.
Oh, because I was thinking about the one that the Metroid Prime developers were making, and then...
That's why the fan-made one exists.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
No.
You know what it is?
What is it built in? It's built in like in Source or something?
I think it's literally like based off of like a Quake thing.
So, okay. I've never heard of it.
It's really fun. It's legit. Like
I've seen mods to like, hey, we're making like a Half-Life campaign, but Mega Man or Doom or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's a multiplayer thing and it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. What about that Mega Man MMO? Remember that?
No.
That was going to be a thing.
How does that work?
It was going to be a side scroller.
You get to make your own Reploid.
It never came out, but that was going to be a thing.
Make your own Mavericks.
I want to make my own serve bots. I love how nobody cares about Legends as much as they do about the serve bots and Tronbon.
Yeah, you're the only one that talks about Legends so much.
Because 2 is a good game. Misadventures of Tronbon is a good game. Legends 1's a little rough, but it's really charming.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about that specific Mega Man.
Yeah.
They just remember Servbot because of Dead Rising. Because it's not the... Okay, I'm gonna like a half-second rant.
Okay.
I'm so tired of like the Lego heads in Dead Rising. They're not Lego heads. They're the Servbots from Mega Man Legends. But everyone calls them the Lego heads because they're yellow.
Yeah,
and they have a little nub on their heads. Like, no, they're the Servbots. No.
I'll be honest, even I forget about that, and I like Mega Man.
Well, because Legends wasn't that popular.
Yeah,
it did decently enough, and then we said, and then they said, hey, we're making 3, and people who cared were like, yeah, and they said also it's going to be somewhat developed by the fans. Yeah, on the 3DS. Yeah, and then Capcom's like, there's not enough interest for this game. Canceled.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, what? And then we never heard about it ever again.
Yeah. And thus began
Capcom's decline in the public eye for its fans. They're still kind of on a downward slope in some ways.
I don't know. They have
long as they announce the MC5 this year, they'll be going back up again.
If they announce the MC5, they will
forever have that big leak
again.
about the details of what DMC5 could be in December is like, dude, come on.
All right,
just announce it.
So Me Gay Man, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I got it on my Switch. Man, I forgot how hard Mega Man is.
Which ones? All of them, or just...
all of them? So I beat 2 and 3.
Well, you played more of the X series or the original series?
So so the games that like I'm playing the games that like I played before pretty much, or like beat. And,
so not chronological, just like your favorites. First?
Yeah. So okay. two is my like favorite out of the classic Mega Mans.
Fair. Totally fair.
Three
is my favorite.
3's right after that
because it has Snake Man stage in it.
Yeah, Snake Man stage is great. The
and
music
that song.
is so. Mega Man's 3 music, the actual stage music is not my favorite, but the Wily's Castle music is literally the best.
Mm-hmm. I love Wily's stage 2, Mega Man 2 is way better.
That's funny. I like the Wily's music in Mega Man 3 better, but that's fine. I mean, the one in Mega Man 2...
But at the same time, Mega Man 2 also has Crash Band's theme.
Yeah.
So...
But I'm saying the one in Mega Man 2, though, like, is classic.
Yeah,
like,
it's iconic.
It's iconic, but it's not necessarily, like, my favorite.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You know what I mean? Like, I get
it's like how I appreciate the original Mario, like, the original Mario 1-1 theme.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sick of hearing it remixed, even though it's still good when it's remixed. Yeah. I'm a little tired of it.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as the new Super Mario Brothers theme, though. So yeah, with the wah-wahs in it.
Yeah, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, I'm almost done with Mega Man 1, and then I'm going to move to Mega Man 8.
Mega Man 1, how's it going to go back to that game? I haven't played that game in about 4 years. You know what?
Mega Man 1 is really good.
Okay, question. Have you beaten Mega Man 1 yet?
No, I beat it before. Like, yeah.
No, on this version.
I'm not on, I'm on, where am I? Oh, I'm at the worst part in the game where you have to do the boss rush, but the way the boss rush works in Mega Man 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a room and then you just choose whatever. It's a stage.
It's a gauntlet.
First.
Yeah.
It's a stage for like a whole stage,
and then
platforming
the
stage, and then a gauntlet. And
so have you fought Yellow Devil yet?
Yeah.
Did the trick still work?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
I guess in the programming then.
The pause.
Okay, the second question. Is there a flickering issue with the first game at all?
There's a flickering issue with all the games, and I don't mind it. It's one of those things where it just makes me feel like I'm playing Mega Man correctly. It's not like a bad flicker.
No, I'm just really curious, like if that carried over with these.
It's a perfect emulation of all these games.
Like what I'm really curious about in the X Collection is, will it have that iconic frame rate drop when you go on the carts in X1? Because I think about that, and that frame rate drop makes that level way better.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally
like dipping to like 10 FPS, whatever the fuck. It makes it awesome. It
feels like I'm going in like slow motion.
It's like it's cinematic on accident. Yeah, and it's really cool. But will they keep it in with the performance? I'm so curious.
I mean, based off of what the Legacy Collection 1 and 2 is on Switch, yes, because it's a perfect emulation.
And I thought they would mess with the X ones more because they're just newer games, so they have easier variables.
And it looks like they're doing a lot more with the X one.
With that mode we talked about last week.
Mega Man 1 is really good. Like better than I expected. Like better than I remember.
Better than people think it does.
Yeah.
It's not as archaic as people give it.
The platforming thing is
not archaic. I mean simple.
The platforming is a little janky because Mega Man kind of slips around a little bit. And
the physics are a bit different because it was the first game.
Yeah. So that's warranted. But the actual like stages themselves are really good. The bosses are fun. Like it's
just that Mega Man stages are a little lopsided, where some of them are really short for no reason.
Yeah,
they're just a little unbalanced. Because they were still figuring out this whole jump and shoot mechanic.
Yeah, but Mega Man 1's really good. Mega Man 2 is great. Mega Man 3, and then I'll go to 8, and then
you're gonna jump from 3 to 8. Well, that's a fun jump.
Yeah, and then I'll probably.
I like the Wily bosses in 8 actually.
Yeah,
they're fun.
I think 8 or 7. No, 7. Wait, which is the one that?
Which is the Mega Man game that has you kick a soccer ball as your power? Is that 7 or 8?
I don't remember. Which is 8's the one with the dialogue.
I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Then 7 is the one I'm gonna play next. Because 7's the one, the SNES one that came out right after X, and no one played it because X was better.
The X series was bigger.
Yeah,
and I think it came out also later in the States or something weird like that. Might have been one of those problems.
Yeah, Mega Man 7 just came out like right after X, and it didn't have the like. It looks great. Like Mega Man 7's great,
but people were like, "Where's the other X games?"
Yeah. Like you still had like you can't do the wall jumping anymore, and it's like I just was able
to learn that mechanic.
Yeah. Why would you take it away? And yeah, it was just a weird timing thing. But yeah, no, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not excited to go to Mega Man 9 and 10 because I know the platforming in those are silly.
9 and 10?
Yeah.
I like the platforming. They feel really tight. Someone who's played 9, I never played 10, but I played a lot of 9.
Yeah.
Because I bought 9.
Last time I remember, like, there are some jumps that, like, are a little...
The only ones I think are a little dumb is, like, the Wily stages.
Yeah.
The Wily stages and I think one... I'm trying to remember which boss. But, like Concrete Man stage is really fun. Not Aqua Lady. Splash Woman stage is really fun. I actually like the bubbles in that stage a whole lot. I usually hate the water stages in Mega Man games.
I don't mind the water stages in Mega Man games that much.
Because the movement in the water is always kind of like hit or miss. But I like them in Splash Woman stage.
It's funny, Mega Man 1, I forgot, doesn't have physics underwater.
No, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, and so I went to like jump over spikes thinking I would like jump like all the way to the top.
Yeah, you would hover over them.
And I died and I was like very upset. But okay, one thing is the rewind feature, which
like save states.
No, there are save states, but if you press the left trigger or ZL, which I mapped it to because you can map buttons in this game. Thank you. You can hold that and it'll rewind like what's that game?
Prince of Persia is what you should be saying, but I know you're not thinking of that.
Yeah,
and that hurts.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
It should be Prince of Persia. You fucking knave.
I know.
God,
that game.
I don't even love Prince of Persia like that. But the people who love it, I feel so sorry for them.
Yeah,
because Assassin's Creed became Prince of Persia.
Yeah,
not even that's actually what it was.
Yeah,
there was a worked on game. I was like, what if we made a game about like assassins, and then it became Assassin's Creed, and then R.I.P. Prince of Persia.
Yep.
Well, they made like a couple. Like they made that one new game in 2009.
I didn't even know that.
It was a reboot just called Prince of Persia in like a cool art style. That game was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then they made like I think one side-scrolling game for it, like a remake of the original like 80s game or whatever. And it's been quiet ever since. And I feel sorry for you. If you're a Prince of Persia fan, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah,
it really does. Those games were great.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but they were really cool.
This new rewind feature, which is I think only.
No, you're thinking of Blink's the Time Cat.
Yes.
On the Xbox.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. This new rewind feature is only in the Switch version, and I think we'll update to the old ones. I don't know.
So it's like having an emulator, basically.
Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. It's a mechanic that I wish I didn't use as much because I feel
can you toggle it off?
No, and that's what frustrates me.
Oh, because your monkey brain goes path of least resistance and just wants to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like Mega Man 1, I don't feel bad because the jumps are retarded. But like when I'm playing Mega Man 2, it's like I've played Mega Man 2 a million times. I know how to do this. Why am I like giving myself a crutch? I don't know. like I'm sure maybe there is a way to disable it because you can map buttons, so maybe there's a way to like unmap that
just
button
like
completely.
Yeah.
And so that way I can display. The Legacy Collection 2 doesn't have that feature,
That's fine.
which is weird. I thought they would put it in both. It's only in the first one.
I think it's because they don't. Those buttons are being used for stuff already. Because more movement options or something.
You don't use dual triggers in
They might have done some weird mapping with it. Who knows?
6 or
Maybe
7
they put
through
slide
10.
on like the left button or something.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. I touched Mega Man 7 just to see like if the mechanics were the same, like from like the rewind thing, and it wasn't. That's the only thing I checked. But no, I'm having a lot of fun. 10 Mega Man games, yay! Now I'm very excited for X Collection, which we'll talk about right now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that thing. Do you want to talk about the? We already did, huh? The new mode thing.
Yeah, it's just all it was for the past week that they announced, like showing off some screenshots, and they showed off he's gonna get new armor for it.
Yeah, which is just based off of his like regular, fully upgraded armor, just white.
But I'm always
like,
happy to see X get different armor.
Yeah,
but it also reminds me of that messed up April Fool's joke where they put up a mock design for a sweet Mega Man X figure of like a brand new design for him, and it was so awesome, and it was an April Fool's joke, and I was so hurt.
That sucks
because at the very least, what Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite did right by having X in there is that he upgrades his armor for his mechanic, and they all look so good. They're all rendered really well and really lovingly, and they look awesome. And it made me realize, oh yeah, the armor in the X games was fucking awesome. I forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, these armor designs are great. I love all of them.
Yeah.
All the upgrades that he gets are so awesome.
The overall look of just those X games are great.
Because they're not overcomplicated when you upgrade them. They're just more.
Yeah.
And they're different.
Yeah. I want to talk about a movie I saw. There's this
Blockers starring John Cena.
No. Han Solo. I saw the Han
Solo.
Okay,
question number 1.
Yeah.
Is the song in there?
No.
Fuck this movie.
Okay.
For 0 out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes.
So the people that
not fresh rating.
The people that don't know, we've been talking about this forever. So if there's a little game
on the Kinect,
on the Xbox 360 Kinect,
absolutely the most legendary Star Wars game ever made. Forget Super Star Wars and the SNES. Forget KOTOR, Pod Racing, Jedi Academy, all those
Battlefront 2,
Battlefront
the original,
2,
yeah,
the good ones. Republic Commando,
Bounty Hunter.
Bounty
sure.
Hunters.
I love Bounty Hunter.
What the fuck are the other good ones? X-Wing,
Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars, the good ones.
Yeah.
The X-Wing Commander.
Yeah. X-Wing Fighter.
Fuck all those good games. So talking about the bestest one, Star Wars Kinect.
Just Dance Star Wars Edition or whatever.
That Rancor mode was kind of neat.
So in it, there's a song.
Okay, yeah, we'll explain. That Kinect Star Wars thing is a minigame collection, essentially, with Kinect.
Yeah.
And one of them is essentially just it's not Just Dance, it's Dance Central.
Okay.
And they got
the dance.
No, it does, because it's made for the Kinect. That's why it looks the way it does.
Got it.
They got the Dance Central devs to make a dancing mode for the Kinect Star Wars game. And they made a couple new songs for the Star Wars characters. And they gave Han Solo a song, I think Usher sang it, called I'm Han Solo. And it's the best thing Star Wars has ever made. And it is canon, fuck what everyone says. That happened. In those fucking novels that are not canon anymore, the one that was never written was about him being a dancing queen.
All right, so
he was really into ABBA. Whatever Star Wars ABBA would be.
There's a small up-and-coming YouTuber called JonTron, and he has a video where he plays this game.
Skip to the last 2 minutes of it, and you see it.
Skip to the last 2 minutes, and you'll see it.
And that song is incredible. It's still in my brain to this day.
Yeah.
I sing it to myself to make me like, oh yeah, Star Wars is stupid.
All right, so I saw Solo. And
no, say the whole title. Solo.
Oh,
a Star Wars story.
Yeah, Solo. A Star Wars.
I hope all these spin-off things don't have that stupid subtitle.
Oh, they do.
They're gonna have to.
So far, they do.
I'd rather they just said like Star Wars Solo or something. I don't know. But marketing, that's not on me.
Should I spoil this movie?
No, it just came out, you bitch.
I don't know. Some people don't want to see it.
That doesn't matter. Don't spoil it for people.
All right, got it.
There are people who don't have money to go see movies on the weekend or they don't have time. Don't be that guy.
Then I won't.
I only believe in spoiling a movie if it is god awful.
Got it.
And if it's to make people not waste their time and money, that's when I think it's right to spoil a movie when it just came out.
Cool, because I actually do want people to see this movie because
I've heard these things about it.
I am surprised how much I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now is that because you had your standards were lower, or you thought it wasn't going to be as good?
I expected a 5.
Really, that low, huh?
Like, a 5 to me just means like it'll be acceptable.
Huh? I thought you were like a bit more excited for it.
No.
Okay.
No, I expected it to be. Based off of all of the evidence, given how this movie was made. Like
that I was showing you, like, dude, you have to like temper your expectations a little bit because look at this.
Yeah, I didn't want a Han Solo movie. Like I was writing when they announced it, and when it got canceled that first time, I was excited. I was like, yes, we're not getting it
because I wanted a weird idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we'll get to, but that's not happening soon after this story.
But no,
yeah, you want to go see Solo?
I got like to me it was like
how packed was the theater, by the way, when you went to go see it? You saw premiere day, right?
No, I saw it the day after.
Day after, but still, like how big was it?
Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
What that technically is premiere date, I guess. I don't know.
Premiere day for normal people.
Yeah. It was packed, I guess. It wasn't packed, but it was full.
It wasn't Star Wars packed.
No, yeah, it was.
Where it was stand in the aisle.
It was a full that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I was very surprised. I laughed a lot. I enjoyed it. It felt like an Indiana Jones movie. I
heard that's what they were going for. Kind of.
It was good, man. Like it was. And you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. I promise I won't. But there's a part that happens in this movie at the end that rekindled my love for what I like about Star Wars in the way they like to tie things together, and really the way that you don't like, but I like.
In terms of fan service?
Yeah.
Is it fan service in a way where it adds something new? Is it a Vader at the end of
No, it's not. It's definitely not a Vader.
Because that's the maximum they've done it, and that's garbage. That stuff sucks.
The Vader.
I'm pretty much alone on that island for a lot of people.
I know, yeah. No, you're not.
There are people that didn't like it, but most people that was their favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah,
is when Vader shows up, and I'm like, this is the dumbest shit.
Like, and look, I love.
So it's not to that level. That's good to hear.
It's not even that. I can't even compare it to that. It's so not that.
It's more subtle.
It's not. Okay, there's a lot of really good subtle fan service,
which is what I thought they should do because it's a Solo. It's about Solo. He's not like that tied to them yet.
Yeah. And so like the fans like. Yeah, the stuff that they did was good. Like, there was no like in Rogue One where you see those two characters from the freaking cantina. Like, there was no that.
That stuff was bad. Even you'll agree that stuff was like.
Yeah, no, I
was like, why is this here? It doesn't make any sense.
But the stuff that was there, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, it got me. Like, the entire time I was watching this movie.
I have a dumb question, and it might be a spoiler.
Okay.
Do they show how he got his vest?
You know what? They don't show his vest.
Okay, good. It's nothing that dumb. Okay, they're doing a bit more than that. That's fine.
You know what? I will spoil one thing. All right.
Is it minor or is it?
It's minor, but just so you know, because it's one of those things that everyone agrees is bad, and so I just want to tell you now.
Okay, for 10 seconds, you can like just turn it down, I guess.
Okay.
15, give it 15.
15 seconds. The way Han Solo gets his name, because his name was Han and he doesn't have a last name.
Oh my God, did they really do the dumb thing?
So
Holy shit.
As he's getting accepted into the Imperial Academy, they're like, what's your last name? And he's like, I don't have a people. And he's like, all right, Han Solo.
Oh my God, it's even dumber than letter media said it was going to be.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's bad.
That was the low, honestly, the lowest point of the movie.
That's dumb.
It's dumb, but it's not like...
That's not movie destroying. That's like, man, that's stupid. That's
the
stupid.
Thing. This whole movie, man, there was...
It could have been worse. If you say that, if you're saying that's the lowest part of it, that's not that bad.
This whole movie, to me, I'll say this, way better than Last Jedi. It totally rekindled my love
for fans.
For me. I'm not even saying
because I mean like for fans.
Yeah, sure.
The fans of the fans.
I don't want to speak for all fans.
The people who would either think about or would go to those Star Wars conventions every year.
If you like Star Wars and you agree with me on my critique of Last Jedi, then for you.
If you think about the Jedi Order that doesn't show up in the movies that Lewis talks about. If you watch those, what was in Snoke's throne room videos, you're probably going to like this.
Yeah, it was good, man. Like okay, so like I guess ranking all my Star Wars movies, because everyone likes to do that. 5, 4, 6 is my rank of the original, and then probably 3.
Oh, I forgot you like 3.
I do like 3.
You'd like 3 more than you should.
I do like 3 more
than I should. It's the dumbest one of them all.
Probably Solo, then Force Awakens, then like...
Wait, you like 3 more than Force Awakens?
I do, man. Force Awakens I don't.
What the fuck?
Dude, and you know what's funny? This is a list that changes all the time. Like, Rogue One I have really low now. Like, Rogue One I liked a lot when it came out. Remember, we talked about this.
I can't believe it.
How much I liked Rogue One.
No, not that.
Oh,
it's the fact that 3 is above that movie.
I don't like Force Awakens, man. Like, it just...
Wow.
It
not... fell that far. Well, no, you like 3. That's not even it. It's just, damn, dude. Damn. 3 is such a bad movie. Wow. My brain can't handle it.
It's one of those things.
But you're valid in having that opinion. But God damn,
I
dude.
enjoyed it more. I don't know. I personally, I don't think it's a better movie.
My favorite part about 3 is when he starts murdering everybody for no reason in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
I have always said all Star Wars movies are fine. Like in terms of
not
as
four,
made as like
not 5.
not 5.
Not
5 is
five.
great. 5 is great. 4 is good. 6 is
5's biggest flaw is that it is a part of a trilogy.
yeah, really.
That is its biggest flaw. Is it is part of a trilogy, and it doesn't feel as good without the movie after it happening. Because the way it ends, because how dark it is.
But like that's what makes it cool.
Yeah, I love.
There was no real movies.
I know that's the basic bitch answer, but no, I love 5 still.
5 is my favorite. That's fine. I think
it's the easy answer, but it's still like it's for a reason. It's a great movie.
I'm saying like,
damn boy, you like your boy Dooku better than Rey?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You like Dooku getting his head chopped off better than Rey?
Yes.
No, better than Finn. That hurts me. That hurts me.
Finn sucks.
Dooku dying in that movie is
Finn
better.
Sucks.
And not in that movie.
Finn sucks in both of those
I like
movies.
Finn in that movie.
Finn is absolutely horrible.
Whatever, we're moving on. This is a semantics argument now.
Yeah. Solo's great. I loved it. Man, I like everything. I enjoyed it the entire time. I laughed.
I cried. I came.
I'll say this, and this is just a problem with. I think it's going to be a problem with all these anthology films, like these one-off stories. There's a lot of characters that get introduced that I don't care about at all. I don't know their names
because they have to have new characters for this movie to have a plot.
Yeah,
they're not interesting.
Yeah,
that's a bummer.
They are interesting. There's just not enough time, which is fine.
How long is this movie?
It's relatively long. It's like over 2 hours.
So not even. Oh, really? Longer than 2 hours?
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be like an hour 40.
No, it's long.
Wow. Okay.
It's good. I wish there was more Lando. Donald Glover did great.
That's what I'm sad to hear. I was gonna ask you a second, like how much is he on screen?
You don't see him until like the second half of the movie.
Fuck me.
Like at all. You literally
because I actually did care about like what is Lando's thing.
Yeah.
All I know is that he was like the one black man in Star Wars because they got white people complaints because that's valid.
I love the way he's introduced. The way they introduced his Millennium Falcon. Oh, one of my favorite little bits, like references that they do, is they call it Lando calls him Han, because in the original trilogy, Lando says Han, not Han.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say his name.
Yeah,
because it's Han.
And so in this movie, they say it's pronounced Han.
It was always
okay.
It was always that way. He never gave a shit.
Yeah, and I love
that's
that,
fun.
like that, and there's a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like, oh, cool little references to like. Oh, one of the things that I loved a lot was like when they're doing the Kessel Run wasn't bad.
Oh, they did the Kessel Run.
They did the Kessel Run, and it wasn't bad. They did it in the best way they possibly could.
Man, this was more predictable than I thought. Jesus.
But it's fun though. Like
no, but I was hoping to hear more of like they did more out of left field things with this.
Dude, but that's the thing. I can't spoil that. Like, I can't talk about.
So there's more things that are not predictable.
There's a lot of stuff that's not predictable. There's a lot of stuff that's
okay. I would assume because of the length, there's a couple things.
Yeah. Are
the coolest things that you liked in that movie not shown in the trailers?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. There are the couple things I liked that were in the trailers, but like most part, no. One thing last thing, and then I'll stop talking about it, I guess. I wish, because that talked about in the trailer, this isn't a spoiler, he gets joined into the Imperial Academy.
That's the whole story. Is like it's him being there and then leaving.
That's not the whole story, actually.
Well, no. It's like what people know about Han, the minimum we know that already.
Yeah. And then so that part we don't see at all, really. Like we see him joining, and then we do like a one scene, and then we just have to assume that he was there for a while.
Oh, so I nailed that prediction. Then I nailed that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
I made that one like a mile. Yeah, I'm like they're gonna do that, and they're gonna be like, oh, one scene, and then he's gone.
Which I actually prefer because I don't
because it makes the movie go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're just gonna do that.
Like
we're not gonna waste time on this.
Well, we've seen I know what the Imperial Army is like. I know what the Empire is like. Yeah. I don't need to see a whole movie.
If you've seen Star Wars
again.
before, you know what these people do.
Yeah.
So
I don't need to see another movie about that. You know.
But like Empire's bad.
I liked how contained this movie was. It was. I recommend you watch it.
So they don't zoom out and you see like baby Boba Fett.
No, you don't.
Or like dumb shit. Or it's like or it's like or it's like Luke as like, oh man, like as a baby, it's like there's a cool guy out in space right now. Is he talking to me in my brain?
There is a rad connection, but the thing that I liked happens at the very end of the movie. Like literally at the very end, the last scene.
Is it a Leia in Rogue One?
No.
Good.
It's not, dude. I think it's cool.
Because the thing is, I don't hate the Leia thing.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
So if it's better than that, fine by me.
Yeah.
I almost saw it with a group of people, but I was like, I'm tired. I didn't end up going.
Like I said, I think you might not like that ending.
Because you invited me, and I was like, no, and then I was like, I keep getting bothered. I'm like, maybe I'll go with these people.
I recommend you see it.
Okay.
You don't have to rush to it if you don't want to. It might get spoiled.
If people want to go see it, I might go see it. But then, if
honestly, I'll say this:
I'm just having to sound like a trash fire.
I wouldn't even mind seeing it again. Mm-hmm. I really liked it. Like I almost want to give it an 8, but there are problems with the movie that I just can't give it an 8. Mm-hmm. It's a strong up there 7. Like it was great.
Had
It
a
was-
gay old time.
Yeah, real gay old time. So I recommend everyone go see Solo. All these people who also all these like don't watch any reviews on this movie. Don't read people saying it's trash. Because where I'm seeing a lot of the criticism, it's different than with The Last Jedi. Because The Last Jedi has
That was a whole. That's a
has-
whole thing. That
well,
was a cultural problem.
well, it has movie problems, not Star Wars problems, right? And
But
so,
then people brought politics into like why the movie sucks. Like you guys are off base with this movie because you guys don't like it.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was the whole mess.
Yeah, it's Last Jedi was a mess, and
Well, the community and movie, that was a whole trash fire.
it was a bad mix.
Yeah.
This movie, all the reviews I keep seeing that people who don't like it, it's doing the thing of like it's not, which you criticized me for the first time I watched Last Jedi was it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's all I see for this movie.
That's weird because I don't know what anybody wanted from this movie.
Exactly.
That's weird. Like, what did people want from this?
Yeah, I don't know.
People knew what they were getting into like the moment it was announced like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about Han Solo and his adventures. Being a boy.
So
Well, not a boy, but a young boy.
So I guess we'll talk about Boba Fett now.
Oh, yeah. This was announced a while ago, and then I forgot about it because I wanted to leave my brain space.
Mm-hmm.
But the director has been chosen for the Boba Fett movie.
The greatest bounty hunter.
Yeah, who has a jetpack.
Are there?
And that's it.
Yeah, he's a Mandalorian, but not really because he's a clone. So who cares?
Yeah, they're making that shit.
The director
James Mangold.
he directed Logan, which is a fantastic movie.
really good. It's a comic book movie so good that you don't even know what the fucking X-Man is to love it.
Yeah.
Do you know who Wolverine is? Of course you do. You're in America. It's Wolverine.
But
The next man is probably. You're good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's good. But it's what more of these movies should strive to be after the whole after this whole Marvel universe thing is over. I would like more of those if they can, because the Fox rights they're going to get them in 2021.
I just want the Sony.
Hopefully with contract stuff they're going to get the X-Men back.
I want the Sony one. I don't even care about the Fox one. I don't care about X-Men. I want Sony
No,
one.
I want a good No, because Silver Surfer.
Fine.
Lewis, you can't tell me why.
Fine. No,
you don't want good Silver Surfer. That's enough. That is enough for
those
you.
2 words split me around. Yeah, you're right.
Just, do you want good Silver Surfer? Yes.
I do. Okay, so I hope it's not. I want it to be. And now tell me how you feel about this. I want it to be him surviving the Sarlacc pit in a movie after that.
No,
here's why.
Okay.
I don't
Make your
want,
case.
I don't want another movie between 3 and 4. We've had 2 of them already.
Mhm.
I don't want and the way the ending of Solo set up means we're going to get another movie in between. I don't know if it's going to be a Solo
Whatever
sequel,
it might be, yeah.
but whatever it is going to be another between 3 and 4.
You know
I'm
what I actually
tired of that time period.
You know what I actually want?
Huh.
Remember that movie that's about the guy who's stuck in a rock?
What? Oh, the
Something-
James Franco.
No, where it's a guy who's hiking, it's like caught in a rock, has cut off his own leg or whatever.
Yeah, it's a James Franco movie.
But what is it called? It's that
127 days or hours or whatever.
I think it's 128 hours or whatever.
Or days.
I want that format with Boba Fett in the Sarlacc pit, waiting to die for
No.
a whole movie. I
Nah.
want that.
Nah,
I want that movie.
no.
Of him having to cope with the fact that he's going
As
to die.
cool as
And you
an-
see him flashback so you can have him do things outside of the Sarlacc pit. Like,
That-
how did he get here? Developing his character. And then in the movie, he dies.
Now,
That would be amazing. That'd be
Now,
such a bold move.
regardless-
It's not going to happen because it's too stupid
Yeah.
and out there.
regardless
But
of
man, it'd be so cool.
regardless of what this movie is, we've all seen what the actor who plays Boba Fett looks
He
like.
looks like a fucking dad. It's hilarious.
I want that.
Oh, yes. He takes off his helmet and it's that guy. Someone who looks like
I
that.
want a 2.5-hour movie.
But it's like really dramatic and it's about him. Yeah.
Serious Logan style dramatic.
It's talking about like his wife and kids or whatever. And it's like, what did I do to get here?
Yeah.
He's regretting. He's like, man, I should
Talking
never,
about his dad.
man, I should never gotten that
issues.
fucking jetpack. Like he's angry about it. I
And-
want that movie. It's like rated R. He has like space drugs that he's injecting into his body. He has spice. He has spice on him.
Death sticks.
Is that what they're called?
Death sticks.
That's dicks?
Death sticks.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you not remember Star Wars Episode 2?
No,
Hey,
I
do you wanna
remember
buy some
drugs
death-
being.
Remember, it's like, hey, do you want to buy some death sticks? You do not want to sell me death sticks. Oh, I don't want to sell you death sticks. You don't remember this iconic scene?
You sound like fucking like an old man who has like a bile in his throat.
That's what it sounded like.
Like you're rubbing your hands together, like that noise. No, whenever I
There's
think
so
of
many
drugs,
things I wanted to
in
say
drugs
and
and Star Wars, I
didn't.
just think of spice because that's
Fun.
what Han Solo did.
Yeah.
He delivered drugs.
Yeah.
He's a drug dealer.
Mhm.
He's a pusher man.
So,
That's the noise you make when you take the death stick.
yeah.
Do you eat a death stick like it's Pocky or something?
I don't know. It just looked like.
Do you put it in your rectum?
I have no idea. No, man. I want. I don't want another but like time period between 3 and 4.
But you also don't want an origin story either.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, man. Put him in the Sarlacc pit and have him die slowly.
But I want it to be after that. Like I want it. We haven't had a movie in between 6 and 7 yet. Really, have we?
You're asking the wrong.
We haven't. We haven't had a movie between
partner.
Them. We've had game and we had books, and no one wants any of them.
No.
So I'd rather just get a movie, and I think a Boba Fett one would be cool. Or do something between like 4 and 5, like do something like.
That's what I think. No, never mind.
I mean, I don't know. Do something. Or here's an interesting one. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know this. I'm just spitballing ideas here.
What if the Sarlacc pit was a black hole and he goes back in time as an adult and he goes to murder Han Solo as a baby?
Hell yeah, dude. I'd watch that. I don't know about you, but I'd watch it.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it because it's too stupid to not be fun.
Yeah.
You seem like massacre people.
Who's the director of Looper? That guy.
No, it's just Looper. He was a Looper this whole time.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
No, Boba Fett, you find out he was not the only assassin that could do that. And it's just Looper in Star Wars universe.
Also, for some reason, they have superpowers.
Yeah.
It's because
Looper. it becomes because
everyone always forgets that Looper, for some reason, people have superpowers.
Yeah, it's just they just have them.
Yeah.
But well, it's like my line in the movie where they go, time travel, don't think about it. We're just gonna do it. Yeah. And I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah.
This movie is let it just do its fun thing. Let it be.
As silly as that sounds, do you really?
This is no Primus.
Do you really want them to add time travel to the Star Wars universe?
Yes.
No.
It's dumb enough.
No.
It's dumb enough.
Dude, that's the
no.
one.
At the end of the movie, in big letters in Star Wars font, it says not canon.
Yes, please.
Like it cuts to black and it just says in the Star Wars font, just this is not a canon Star Wars story.
Boba Fett will not return in episode 9.
And then it's just a Star Wars theme played on a kazoo for the credits. To go like, hey, it was a fun ride, and that's it.
Dude, I want that so bad.
See, if they're gonna make Star Wars movies last until the day that we're like a million years old and living in brain tubes,
yeah.
Because me and you, we're not gonna have our mortal bodies. We're just gonna be in robot bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
And live forever. That's our goal
for sure.
We're gonna have these until like the sun comes and eats us, or Star Wars is real.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna have these movies, just be stupid because I don't respect Star Wars as a franchise.
I do, but that's fine.
It stopped being special way before we were alive, so I don't care anymore.
It's fine. I enjoy Dude, I'm telling you.
It died the minute Star Wars Disco was a thing.
That's fine.
In terms of it being special.
That's fine.
It's not special anymore. It is not a special series. So go hog wild.
Sure.
Either go hog wild or do good stories like Republic Commando.
All right.
Or KOTORs, which they're not going to do in movies.
No.
So
I want them to, but they.
Well, then it's because it's not possible because video game narratives are different.
Well, look.
You can never make KOTOR into a movie. It would be a fantastic like HBO series.
Rian Johnson is signed on to do a trilogy of some sort.
Yeah, which we do not know what that is.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe it's KOTOR. Maybe.
Don't.
My hopes are up.
Don't.
My hopes are so high.
Don't. Because KOTOR is amazing.
I know.
Well, I never beat 2. I did beat 1.
All right, we have to talk about the Battlefield thing.
Oh yeah, Trevor Noah was like, "Hey, Battlefield 5 exists," and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're having an announcement in like 3 days," and then they did. And the real big news is
women in World War II riot.
Yeah, if you're one of those dumb people and you care that much about your World War II video game.
Hashtag World War II feminism.
I was talking to Liz about this. There was these people in even a YouTube video. I was talking about white people being erased from history.
Yeah,
and that's the funniest shit in the world to me because of things like this. Because they're dumb idiots who don't know how reality works.
And I'll say this: I'd rather there not be women in my World War II movies or games because that doesn't make sense. But at the same time, it's a video game, and I don't care that much. I'll still like if it's good, I'll play it. But I'd rather not, just because it doesn't make sense. But that's fine.
There was Red Cross people and stuff, I guess. But
the design is strange.
I saw like a side shot of him. Like it's fine.
The outfits. What was your main thing about Battlefield 5 that you wanted to talk about?
The fact that the big announcement is that they are dropping the season pass model.
Yeah.
And all content, including maps and game modes, are going to be free.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Thank you.
Because it's coming from EA.
Yeah, thank you, EA.
So that means that they knew they had to back down, and they're backing down fully.
Maybe they're finally realizing, like, hey, Titanfall 2 is kind of working.
But at the same time,
let's do that.
What are they going to do for money after the game is released?
Loot boxes.
Are they going to do loot boxes for cosmetics?
Dude, I guarantee.
Or are they going to be smart and just do a Titanfall 2 to where just you buy like your shiny version of this gun or shiny version of this tank camo?
I mean, it'll be cosmetics.
Because remember, Titanfall 2, all of its updates were free.
Yeah.
The only things you could buy afterwards were like this version of this Titan with like a new execution and a different skin. Or this gun that gives you like a little bit more XP and you might get like a double XP token every now and then you play.
Yeah.
$5 each a pop and they're like fancy skins.
Yep.
That's all they were.
No, it's not gonna be that not good.
Because they haven't announced like their monetization yet.
I guarantee you.
We'll see it we'll see what that is at their conference.
Yeah.
And when they show off like their multiplayer suite at the EA thing, because whenever for the past couple of years, it's like, okay, here's our new Battlefield game, and they'll have like an hour of like celebrities and random people just playing Battlefield.
Yeah.
The funniest was Snoop Dogg playing Battlefield and being very lost.
Like loving, or no, who was the one that loved it?
Terry Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews like
because he actually know how to play. He actually know how to play the game on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, well, that's what rekindled his like love for PC gaming.
Are you going to watch that battle royale thing they're doing in Fortnite?
What do you mean?
Where it's 50 celebrities versus 50 like esports people.
Oh yeah,
on teams.
I'll watch that.
It's gonna be like Markiplier and some like random celebrity. Yeah. Like the pairings are so goofy that I have to see it.
I'm gonna watch.
I'll watch like 5 minutes of it and then back out and watch like a clips of it later.
Yeah.
But I wonder what celebrity's gonna get for Battlefield 5 this year.
I'll say this.
Also, by the way, it's World War II.
Yeah.
Even though we kind of said it, it's World War II. Which is to the shock of no one.
I got bored of Battlefield 1, and I've been playing Battlefield 4 again.
Mm-hmm.
I like Battlefield 4 more than Battlefield 1.
I've heard that from people.
Yeah.
When like Battlefield 4 was said no with all of its content, people still like 4 a lot.
Yeah. Battlefield 3 is great. But Battlefield 4, people hate on Battlefield 4, I think, is because it didn't improve that much.
Also, it was a borderline unplayable game for 6 months with its bugs.
Fair. Yeah.
Like the technical issues on that thing on console and PC were unreasonable for what they were like, doing.
At this point, the way I look at Battlefield 4, I think it's just an improvement from where Battlefield 3 left off.
It's just a shinier version.
It's a shinier version of Battlefield 3. And so
now it's all polished, but yeah.
Yeah. Like I think I got it on EA on Origin when it was like $5. Like literally $5
that came all for
DLC.
cheap like every other couple weeks on everything.
Yeah. So Battlefield 4 because Battlefield 1 is really dead, dude. Like I tried
on PC player base.
Yeah, it's dead. I went to the server browser and I was like, there's literally, I think I saw like 200 people.
I guess people really are going back to 4.
Yeah, no,
on PC
Battlefield
at the
4,
very least.
Battlefield 4 I can consistently find games. Battlefield 1 is really hard.
It's really because I've been playing Titanfall 2 again, and I went on the subreddit to check like player numbers. Most of the people who are playing Titanfall 2 are on PS4.
Really?
Really funny, yeah.
That's surprising.
It's PS4, Xbox One, and PC as far as I can see.
Wow,
it's funny.
Strange. So yeah, that's Battlefield 5. I don't know. I think I'm kind of bored of Battlefield.
I'm
way more excited for Black Ops 4.
I want to see what they're going to be adding into it when they show off like the full.
We don't know
of it in action at EA's.
Yeah, I can't be too critical because we know zero anything about this.
It was more of it was like something with Call of Duty. Like they didn't show a lot of gameplay.
Well,
during the conference.
We know way more about
yes.
Black Ops 4.
That's because they know because like E3 is like in a couple weeks. They're not going to show it all here.
Yeah,
they've already planned this stuff like months in advance. There's no way they would do that.
As of now, I'm more interested in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, but who knows? Okay, let's talk about some Switch stuff because we have to because it's this podcast and we always talk about Switch stuff.
Well, it's an interesting thing that I kind of wish I wonder if they'll ever put this in the States because this happens sometimes where models don't get put out in the States.
Yeah.
Nintendo is now selling in Japan only for now. You can obviously import it if you want.
It's not region locked.
It's not region locked. So if you are living in the UK, US, South America, Canada. Australia, Canada, wherever, you could pick this up. Or I'll just say EU because that's the region. They're selling a dockless Switch.
Yeah, so just the console itself and two Joy-Cons, no dock.
Yeah, it's going to be a slightly cheaper model because you're not paying for the dock without the cable.
Yeah, so I mean, even if we just do,
it's about in American dollars, about like $50 cheaper.
So it's not actually less. It's not like the dock price then. They're not taking off the $90. That's what I thought they would do.
No, at least if you're buying it from Japan. Because that's the only place it's being sold. But the way the yen is being cut off.
Yeah, maybe
in American currency, it's about 50 USD. Keep in mind also, USD is worth way more than Japanese yen.
No, yeah.
So the conversion rates are little.
So I'm wondering once it comes, if it ever they do that deal in the US, will they do it to where like it's just $90 less or $100 less?
I don't think so. $90 is a weird price point.
That's how much the dock is.
Like, no, but they would never do that because marketing.
Yeah, fair.
People go, why is it $210? It's a weird number.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why
you never say like, oh, go buy this thing for $73 because your brain goes, that's a weird number. I'm not going to buy that. That's not a deal.
Yeah.
Like 74 in your brain is a better number than 73.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. That's how it is. So marketing wise, I don't think so. I think they'll just cut it $50.
All right.
And what I think they'll honestly do, I think they'll maybe sell this like only online. Like no box to sell this in.
Yeah, I doubt that'll be in stores.
Because it would be too confusing to consumers, I feel.
For general parents
unless they like really
changed
unless they really put a lot of effort into like the marketing of it, of like rebranding the box or maybe calling it a different model type or something. Because
Which is way too much work.
As far as I can see in Japan, it's not a rebranding. It's just this is the version without the dock.
Yeah, rebranding this early in something that's doing this well is
or calling it a new
silly.
model would be confusing.
That'd be way. They're doing too well. Like
it's sold very well. So a lot of people know the name, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
But still, the potential to like confuse consumers who don't own it or only have a cursory idea of it. It's not a good idea. Not this time in the game.
I mean, every console ends up lowering its price somehow. Like they release a new model that's cheaper or something, and so this is Nintendo's version of that. That's all it is. It's one of those things where it's like some people are looking too into it. That's all it is.
The only cool thing about it that I wish we had is that with this version, you can just get a custom color for your Joy-Cons when you buy it if you're buying it online.
Yeah,
which I wish we had.
Or actual custom colors for the actual Switch itself, which I'm so surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Well, D-brand skins is where you got.
Yeah, the D-brand skins are finally good now, but
they're the only ones. That's not even. They're the only ones. They're the only ones that are like safe for the console, as far as we know.
Yeah, I'm sure others exist, but D-brands is reputable enough. So
they've done other
really good
phone cases and tablet cases.
Like I wouldn't work.
They're a known company, so
no. My thing is that like for like you would think Japanese companies like to do handhelds different colors. Look at the Vita, like.
Dude, my favorite 3DS design is Japan only.
Yeah.
And it's for the old 3DS.
Well, I'm waiting for them to do that for the Switch, where it's like Japan only. You get it in pink. Like the
okay, I see what you mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because that means I can be that crazy guy.
Exactly.
Like I've always wanted to.
People will buy it.
Nothing was cooler to me than seeing people making custom DSs back in the day, where they'd make like a white top and a black bottom.
Yeah, like that's what's happening now with the Switch, but it's really hard to do, and no one wants to do it.
Also, Joy-Cons are expensive.
Exactly.
So I'm waiting for like Nintendo to announce like, hey, we're making because they made like skins for the Wiimotes.
Yeah.
So let me just do that. Even if it makes the Joy-Cons a little bit bulkier or something, I'd rather that.
Yeah. All right.
Because I really wish I got the Splatoon colors.
Another thing that's happening with the Switch this week is there's a video game called Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, it's getting
it's out.
Well, no, it's getting a playable version of RE7 on it.
It's out,
but it's not a port.
No, but I'm saying like that thing is like it's okay. So if you're in Japan, it connects.
You have the Nintendo eShop Japanese account.
Yeah, but it connects to Japanese server. So if you're in the US, it's impossible to play. Literally, I've seen it. Like it's impossible. You can't do it.
People might be able to figure out like just finagling with Wi-Fi stuff.
Yeah. Unless I don't know how you would even do it, but
there are people that are very bored.
Yeah,
and know network stuff way better than we do.
Yeah, fair enough. But the average person who wants to play Resident Evil 7. The way you have to
on
do
the Switch,
the way you have to do it is
because this
first
game
be in Japan to get it would stream to your console the same way.
Yeah, because we didn't really say it. This is not a downloadable game this is a streaming
like
cloud game.
Like
a PS Now.
PS Now, that's what it is.
Like streaming something from your like a Steam Link kind of deal.
It's like Steam Link, but there's no local in your own home. It's local to Japan.
Yeah.
Like the Japan's supercomputers or whatever that plays it. You said that this has happened before. Nintendo did something like this.
Not Nintendo. A Switch game like this already has it.
Okay, what?
Phantasy Star Online 2. It's an MMO. It already does this.
Really?
Because that game wouldn't be able to run natively on a Switch, so it streams it to your Switch.
I did not know that.
It's a big MMO that we never got in the US, and you can play it if you're crafty enough in the US and you...
It's not even a crafty thing.
You have to jump through a couple hoops because it's not super easy.
You can't just make a Japanese...
It's like how Black Desert Online used to be.
I don't even know.
We have to jump through a couple hoops to play on the Japanese servers, but you can do it.
Got it.
But yeah, that's how people played Phantasy Star Online 2 on their Switch. It was through a cloud service in Japan only because it's a Japan only game still. This has happened before. And the reason it works is because Japan's internet infrastructure is infinite times better than the rest of just the Western world in terms of the US.
It's a smaller space and
space, higher speeds, less interference. It's that simple.
Yeah, more people in the condensed area, so it's just like more incentive to do that.
That is why online fighters and that work much better in Japan than they do in the US.
The reason why like there's like the section of like middle of America that has still like dead internet is because it's so spread out from the rest of civilization. ISPs don't want to
put the money in. It's too expensive.
It's too expensive, and I get it. Like it doesn't make sense for them.
That blows ass chunks.
At this point, from where internet technology is, it's great, but it's not. It's the price to performance.
We're not close to the goal of worldwide connection.
Yeah,
we're getting there every day.
Yeah,
we're getting some big steps every now and then, but still.
But so to me, what this means for the Switch thing is, it seems to me more like a test to see for like Nintendo saying like, hey, maybe we'll do this in the future, kind of like a PS Now feature or a PS Now thing, but for like console games, like. games that maybe you want to play that you have a Switch and you don't have a whatever the reason, stream games to your Switch.
But it's just weird to announce like this cloud only version, not talk about like we'll make a version to play that's playable on the Switch in the future. Like nothing about that.
Yeah, they didn't even talk. Like
that's the odd part about this.
Usually they'll say it's like this is a test or this is something that we'll do in the future. They didn't say anything. It's like this is out. Have fun.
And it's the only way to play RE7 on the Switch.
Yeah.
With no plans to bring it to the Switch.
Or no plans means to America.
Oh no! Even in just like a version of it, that's not cloud streaming to the Switch in general,
which makes sense. I think. I don't know. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, speaking of console stuff, two Sony things. First, we'll talk about the Vita thing that you want to talk about.
PS5 Switch. God damn it! No. After the announcement that they're like, hey, the Vita, we're not making no more physical games in the US as of next year.
Yeah, which we talked about.
The current CEO of Sony came out to Bloomberg and was talking about how, well, you shouldn't cut them out of the portable gaming world just yet. His quote is, in my opinion, rather than separate portable gaming from consoles, it's necessary to continue thinking of, in like fixed quotes, portable gaming as one method to deliver more gaming experiences and exploring what our customers want from portable. I want to think about many options.
This is almost nothing to me.
This sounds like they're just trying to fix what they were trying to do with the Vita.
Yeah.
Because the Vita's whole marketing thing as well was that you could stream PS4 games to your Vita and just play it on Wi-Fi stuff. Mm-hmm. And they had the cross-save feature where like a game was on PS4 or PS3 and Vita. So your saves would carry over, and that was a nifty feature.
Well, this is that thing that they marketed, but no one used.
People use the cross-save stuff because
the cross-save stuff, yes.
That was
no
really
one
cool
used the streaming thing.
Because it was reliable, but only in home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the percentage...
It's like the Wii U issue.
The percentage of
where like the feature of like, okay, you can take it off the dock and you just play it on your thing.
Yeah.
But it was not the best because it wasn't like the Switch where it's just that is the console.
Yeah.
It was the console is streaming through your Wi-Fi, like through a signal.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and like we talked about, not everyone has great Wi-Fi.
Also, walls exist.
Walls exist.
So I couldn't play my Vita like in my living room.
Like we have pretty good internet at my house.
And your room is generally, like your house is generally pretty open in terms of wall space.
Yeah, but my room has absolute garbage internet. I can't play my like online. My PC is not in my room anymore. It's upstairs because that's where it's better internet. So, yeah.
So I guess they're working on some type of new technology. That's what it has to be.
So yeah, it seems like they're trying to kill off the Vita so that they can work on something else.
Well,
maybe?
They haven't tried. They did.
Let me rephrase that. Yeah. They killed off the Vita so they can work on something
else.
Plus,
engineering for new console space happens much much before the public knows about it.
Yeah, there's like rumors of like patents and
all the time
new blueprints that Sony's working on.
The scariest blueprint was from Sony was like voice activated stuff for advertisements.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's the nightmare one that I always reference.
Yeah. No, but like there's some blueprints out for like some people are like theorizing that maybe Sony's going to try to do their own version of a Switch, which they've been talking about forever.
Which I don't think is a bad idea to try to chase that technology.
Idea. Like I don't mind more.
I don't mind people ripping off like the Google like the Samsung tablets that are laptop idea.
Yeah.
Guess what? Those things are very popular and they work very well.
Well,
I want one.
Well, the tablet market is interesting right now
because they're just weird like half laptops.
Yeah,
and
there's no more Android tablets.
No, those are dead and gone
right now. Well, right now
unless you like an Amazon Fire.
Right now, the best
and a Kindle.
Well, the best selling tablets are Microsoft Surface Books, and those are like $1,600.
Yeah, but they're awesome.
They're awesome. But
I've used one, and I wish I could afford one.
Microsoft figured it out, like such a niche market for like it's like, hey, if you have this amount of money and you need this specific thing,
but there are people like my dad who work a lot just on his feet at work and sometimes like out of his office and sometimes at home. It would be amazing
more
for him
than
to have
like an iPad.
Yeah. Because he has an iPad and like a laptop, but it's like a laptop has a weird issue where its Wi-Fi card doesn't work. Okay. So it has to be hardwired, which for a laptop is ridiculous.
Yeah. Makes it not a laptop.
His phone, he doesn't have a new phone yet. So like that market exists.
Yeah.
And also just for like creative suites.
But anyways.
I've wanted like a touchscreen like, creative suite for a long time.
So yeah,
and maybe this Sony thing won't be just a gaming thing. Maybe it'll be like that, where it can run other programs or something like that.
I mean, Sony
has like the BIOS series for computers. And
people forget Sony has phones.
They have phones and computers.
The Xperia phones are great. They're never like great. Like they never sell amazing.
Their computers, I can't tell you that. I don't know how their computers.
I don't know their computers either. I know their phones are fine. They're great phones. Like every year, the Xperia line just gets better and better. So it's not like Sony's new to.
Are they gonna make like a their own
Sony's
version?
Definitely not new to the portable scene.
Are they gonna make their version of like the Note or something?
I mean, it'd be cool for them to do something
like a big boy. That's why I thought like they're gonna make like this like the Microsoft stuff. Just make one of those.
We'll do something. I think it'd be cool for them to do something like their original Xperia. Like
no, they're gonna try to remake the PSP Go.
Well, but I'm saying, yeah, you know what? I don't think this is a bad idea right now.
No,
we were even talking about that. Like when the first Xperia came out and the PSP Go came out, because they came out like the exact same time. Not a lot of people bought them because the technology wasn't there yet. The market wasn't like used to portable gaming in that way.
Hell, look at the
that level.
Well, look at the UMD.
Exactly. Well, the PSP Go and the Xperia.
So this whole thing was like, hey, we can hold games and movies.
Yeah.
And the movies part did not hold up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like shit.
Sony doesn't understand current market trends.
Proprietary software did not help. Well, proprietary hardware to get their software on those consoles.
Yeah.
No bueno.
But I think they can do something like a phone, like an actual phone. I mean, look at the Razer phone. Like doing like mix like the Razer phone.
Do you think they would work with Razer?
No, but that's not the point. The point I'm saying, like, do something like a mix of the Razer phone, like just a big phone, but like great for gaming.
Thick phone.
Big thick phone, great for gaming, great battery. But also like maybe slide out with a controller. Like I think right now that doesn't seem as dumb as it used to. The slide out into the controller.
I think it won't be considered as dumb if it's coming from a known gaming company.
Well, Sony
and Sony is a known gaming company, but I wonder
they were a known gaming company.
But I wonder how many people in the hardcore gaming circuit actually give a shit.
Hardcore, I don't know,
because this stuff does not market to casual people whatsoever. Casual people are not buying the Razer phone. Casual people don't know what the Razer phone even is. For one,
that's Razer's marketing thing. They're not marketing to casual people. That's like Razer's.
Razer
phone marketing 100% is. But that was gamers by gamers.
But that was the Vita's biggest problem.
Yeah,
is that it didn't go out anywhere outside of like a hardcore market.
Yeah, true.
And they supported it with software.
Yeah, I don't know how.
At a certain point, that wasn't enough.
Look, I'm not.
And for a console to succeed, it needs to grab in a bigger audience than that. There's a reason, even though the Wii is an anomaly, but there's a reason why. The Wii sold so well.
It perfectly catered to the casual market.
It did the other casual market appeal where it was simple to understand.
Yeah.
Generally simple for gaming to appeal to casual markets and bigger markets, it's best graphics, shiniest graphics. That's what it always has been, usually. But the Wii 1, its technology was far behind the other 7th generation consoles.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was easy just to be like, controller move, and it does thing.
Yeah.
Was enough for it to appeal to the casual market in a way that exploded. Same with the DS.
Mm-hmm.
The DS was just a little clamshell design.
My mom wanted a Wii.
Everyone wanted a Wii.
Yeah, and my mom does not video game.
So it was like,
my mom plays Plants vs. Zombies. Like,
at the time, I was like, wow, look at this new technology. It's the future.
Yeah.
Also, I get a waggle a stick and play with my grandson. And all this kind of stuff. It was a new thing. It was easy to understand, so it sold really well.
Yeah.
And the DS was also Nintendo on it, really marketable. The clamshell design was ingenious.
Yep.
That flip design was ingenious.
For the first and the DS Lite.
The cartridges were so smart because it was really simple. It's like, oh, cartridge, just put it in. Go. Stylus, because touchscreens were becoming a thing. It was the touchscreen stuff when I first got mine when I was a kid blew my mind. I was like, wow, touchscreen with stylus.
Touchscreen still blows my mind. I'll still like look at my phone every once in a while and be like, I can touch
RIP
the screen.
Picto Chat every day. RIP Picto Chat. Remember Picto Chat with people on the bus?
Yeah. I remember this.
Missed those
I didn't even
times.
have a DS, but I remember that.
Also, the best thing ever with the DS was its really innovative share play thing. Where for multiplayer games, one person had the game, you could connect to his DS and you could all play the same game.
That wasn't a DS thing originally. That was a PSP thing.
Yes, but the PSP thing, nobody ever used it.
I did, and I wish, dude,
What games had it that people gave a shit about multiplayer-wise?
Tekken.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know anybody who cares about that Tekken game. That Tekken game is not very good.
Me.
I like that. You know what? I like the Game Boy Advance.
I think like all the fighting games, like the Naruto.
I like
games,
the Tekken Game Boy Advance game better than that PSP one.
That's funny. Fair enough.
That one's cool.
That's fine.
God, I love Tekken.
So it's funny because I always every time I get like a new like when I got the Vita, I was like, all right, are they gonna do the crossplay thing where like you can only one person needs? Nope, they don't need. What about the Switch? Are they gonna? Nope, they're not gonna do that either. It's like I'm waiting for that to come back.
Nah, baby boy, software sale. They're not gonna do that.
I know it sucks.
If you want this digital age to exist, you cannot have that stuff.
I know. But no, I don't know what Sony's gonna do. They can do something. I don't know. Let's see.
They'll make a smart TV gaming tablet.
All right, and the PS5 thing possible.
Yeah, no. What is up with this? It's happening again.
Yeah.
Where people want news on new console because it's new console. It's pretty much, it came from from John, same CEO talked about the Vita, talking about it's in its final life cycle.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means that it's coming to the age of its like engineering, like maximum, its marketing. Basically what it actually means is it's sold the max highest volume at one time.
Yeah.
And there's a decline in sales.
It'll only go down from here.
Like its peak in sales has reached its tippy top.
Yep.
It's only going to decline.
Yep.
I think it's what it actually means.
So now's the time for them to start
looking to the future.
Literally to start. That doesn't mean that.
Well, they've probably done it for like they've looked at it for the past 2 years already at this point.
Yeah.
That's just how this stuff works.
But it doesn't mean that we're going to be getting a new console in the next year or two.
No, because we already have the Pro to kind of lead the lifespan of this thing to be longer. Same with the Xbox, the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
To kind of keep this generation going a little bit longer.
When do you think
this generation is really stupid with how it works technology wise?
Yeah.
Where it was still really far behind.
Mm-hmm. I remember when this new generation came out. I was very confused by it because it didn't feel like it wasn't such a massive jump like the last.
It was not the PS2 to the PS3, the Xbox 360.
Yeah, it
not
was
that.
It was a little bit incremental. Right,
this is like the half-step generation,
and I don't see it. I don't see another jump.
And also the Nintendo was there too.
Well, here's the thing: you have to understand the way the general computer market is right now with graphics cards and RAM, which matters because even though we're talking about consoles,
they use the same thing. They use the same parts, exact same parts.
The GPU market is dead. Not dead. Annoying right now because of Bitcoin miners. Same thing with RAM. Like RAM prices and GPU prices are so high right now to the point where even like companies can't afford to spend money on making new technology.
They're spending their money making devices for them.
Yeah,
now.
it's a really bad time.
It's also been ruining electricity costs. Yeah, it's been a not good thing for society at large.
I don't
technology wise.
Yeah, well,
right now
my thing is like I don't know when we're gonna get another big jump like we did with the PS2 to PS3.
I don't think we will.
I mean, I'm sure we will eventually.
I don't think we will anymore.
I know it'll happen eventually. I just don't know if it'll happen
because
anytime
it would
soon.
make costs go back up again.
Yeah,
we would get the $600 PS3 again.
That's the thing. I wouldn't mind it if we get
casual people don't like that. That's the reason the PS3 failed.
And that's not. I'm not saying even I'll buy it. My point is like I think it'll be. I think we need. I don't know. Right now, maybe not. Like the video game market is doing fine. Like enough.
Consoles become less relevant as time has been moving forward.
Yeah,
exclusives and their networks that they create is what keeps them alive.
Mm-hmm. And that's all it really is. Meaning less and less.
They should have.
Xbox has no exclusives. Like,
in the quote unquote perfect like numbers rule everything world, they would have died after 7th gen. Because PCs got easier to customize, got more widespread, more people were building them.
Yeah.
But
everyone has a computer in the home. Like,
convenience and community rules all. That's what it is.
That's why the Switch is doing so well.
Because convenience.
Yeah.
And novelty.
Yeah.
Not mainly novelty, but the novelty very much helps.
Yep.
But the convenience
factor. Nintendo novelty. It's not novelty for the sake of novelty. It's Nintendo.
The Labo was going to be before it became an educational tool.
Yeah. Labo was just an anomaly that is doing way better than I expected.
It's really neat. I love seeing people just make stuff with it.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're in a weird time. We talk about this every week though. Video games are weird.
If we're going to get any talks about new console stuff, it'll be at E3 or the Sony conference. I mean the PlayStation experience this year.
Which I doubt, but who knows?
We might get stuff on that portable, like talks about the portable console maybe this year, but
yeah, I see more of the. I hope Sony just talks about their next plan for the portable scene.
I think if they will, they'll talk about it at their Sony only thing.
It'll be at PSX
because they'll have time, like a half hour to discuss it, and
yeah, it won't be at E3.
Be like, hey guys, the Vita, we know.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the word Vita was not even said at E3 last year.
Nope.
Only thing that I saw that was the Vita up on the conference last year was before the conference started. They showed a trailer for Undertale being ported to PS4 and Vita.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh yeah, on PS4 and Vita too. I'm like, that's the only thing we're for the Vita, aren't we?
I remember that.
Yep, they never said the word Vita on fucking stage.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I knew what was coming. I knew the answer, but it still was like, man, that's Vita, no Vita, no Vita.
Viva la Vita,
dude. You know, Vita means life. Hashtag game changer. God, I miss that hashtag. It's the dumbest shit. That was for the Vita, remember? No. Hashtag game changer was our marketing for the Vita.
That's great.
And I love saying it because it's the dumbest marketing shit ever.
All right, I'm starting to hear a saw. I think it's time to stop the podcast now.